welcome to our house. Today the edutainment for us is here for you. Don't let me down, guys. You know I am banking on you to fill these watch hours, so like the video, like the video, like the video. Okay, like the video as we sail through Nyabohanse stuff and Nigeria for you guys. Hey, Nigeria wahala, polygamous guys in the house. How do you feel about this? I would imagine when I want to do the dance with my man and somebody else is pushing me aside, I'm like, oh. How do you feel about this, guys? Anyway, let's begin with something else. We'll be dealing with that later. But guys, these are kind of videos I'll be doing on a different package, guys. I'm feeling like today I should begin the membership package, and so continue to enroll in the package, guys. Okay, welcome, like the video, follow my videos, my platform, check on me, and I will also be glad to check on you. Okay, T, go close that window.
I was sitting and then I was...
Just go close the window. It seems it's going to be a cold day again. Okay, so guys, we are taking tea. Maji yamemwagika, chai imemwagika hapa. And they have given you cold mandazi. Yeah, guys. So welcome to a special day with my brother, okay? So today we had to see David Jr. After the hula balloons. Thank you. After the hula balloons around Murimi drinking, driving, and having a small accident. Today we see a different scenario. Gods dropping by. Pap. Okay, so if you watched yesterday's, I watched this video yesterday, but as I had promised you, I could not do more than 3 videos because I was feeling unwell, and I'm still unwell, but the medicine is doing magic, guys. So I'm a little bit feeling well, though the weather is really cold out there. It's a cold weather with possibilities of showers. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate your presence. Lucy. Okay, Lucy is at work. She will not comment, but she is listening. I really appreciate your presence. And I thank God that after taking the medicine, I'm feeling a little bit better. Today I didn't have that headache. Bewu. Yo, hi. Bewu. Thankigo of Bacon. Hi, welcome to the house. Okay, I really appreciate your love for my videos. I hope you subscribe to the channel too. And Thankigo of Bacon, welcome in the house. Welcome to Kenya. And I'm doing my reaction from Kenya, guys, so that later on I'll have a lesson for students because they are pressing me, telling me enhance our revision too, and I mind that too. Okay, Alex 3, hello, welcome in the house. Yeah, it's very cold over here. You can see I'm putting on a heavy jumper. Yeah, it's a bit cold in Kenya currently because we are actually getting to the end of the cold season. Yeah, but we are daring the weather, though we should dare carefully because a lot of diseases normally come here. Oh, Beu wants me to show the weather, but I'm focusing on a video here. But let me just show you the outside from the window. I can show you the outside from the window. Okay, you can actually see. Don't close the window first. Wait. You see the weather out there. It's a bit misty. and not very friendly. Okay. Yeah, so let's come back to our analysis, our reaction to the Nyabohanse stuff. Okay. Beua is telling us in his country it's hot. Which country is that? Is it the Gulf? Are you from the Gulf maybe? Or where are you from? Because this country, Thinkigo of Bacon, is Kenya. Currently, Kenya is a bit cold. In fact, Nairobi, oh, Saudi Arabia. My sister was in Saudi Arabia for 2 years, and she came back after 2 years. But she's planning to actually find another housework to do elsewhere, whether it's Saudi Arabia or Qatar or elsewhere. You know, in Kenya, we really hustle a lot. We hustle a lot because our resources are very limited. And our leaders are not really empowering us much, so we have to struggle to empower ourselves in one way or the other, okay? All right. Indeed, my sister said Saudi Arabia is a bit hot, and I think the weather is okay. Our hot weather is better than cold, though maybe, let's say, in relation to water and all that. But Kenya sometimes is not very cold. It's only currently that it's cold. The cold season starts from June. It runs from June, July, August, then it ends almost around September. So we are almost coming to the end of the cold season. Then will be a bit of a warm and a bit of hot. But we don't have extremes in Kenya. Kenya has a moderate weather. Though there is a time, especially when in Kericho, when you are in Kericho, and Lucy says she is a fan of cold weather. She's not a fan of the sun. Okay, as for me, sometimes I prefer the warm, not very cold, not very hot. Thenkiko Bacon is saying my country is Philippines, and cold, though a little bit hot. All right. Philippines. Hey, I wish one day we get money and start traveling all over these places. And we see Philippines, we see Saudi Arabia. I saw, is it Dubai? Dubai, where you can visit the king and actually see the lions and all that. I will actually be so happy to see such a place. Okay. Tobe YouTube says, I like the sun. It's the only good thing in my life. Okay, yeah, the sun makes everything bright, by the way. It is a symbol of, you know, the sun symbolizes brightness, shining, success. Beua says Dubai in Emirates. Yeah, I really wish that I go to Dubai one day, visit. If I have the cash, just take a picture with the lion in the king's kingdom. I don't know how much it would cost, but I really wish that. Sandstorms in Saudi are very common. Okay, I really appreciate your discussions. So let me focus on my reaction, and I hope that it will entertain you as well as teach some lessons here and there. So in Kenya, of course, I do a reaction towards the Nyabohanse community, and sometimes I do a reaction towards the people like Ogobina and Demo Facebook, sometimes Jatelo and Akote. Sometimes I react towards the Nigerians, and today there is something very funny about Nigerians in the house, polygamous people in the house. I don't know how you survive this, especially women. How do you survive this? For example, if you want to dance with your man and somebody else is struggling for the space, what do you do, guys? Huh? Meanwhile, let's start with the story of David Jr. David Jr., the brother of the Kigo, is like there happens. Sandstorms also happen in Russia and Japan. Tsunami, okay. Of course, this year we have had a lot of disaster because, again, I've been watching a lot of videos, and all along we've had a lot of tsunami. We've had, there was a lot of floods. Again, was it Saudi Arabia where we had all that, the floods also happened? And then we had, which country? Even the US. In the US, there also were a lot of disastrous natural disaster this year. So I don't know what happened, but it was the worst moment, I think, in most countries. And I hope God will actually help us to overcome all those challenges, okay? So let's start with the analysis of Nyabohanse before we come to Nigeria and any other reaction aspect. Reaction is about you look at a video, you see the gaps in it, you correct, you laugh at it, and make a fun, all right? So, David Jr. finally came here with goats, with Murimi. Murimi had an accident. And now today he's putting on a very big coat like some pastor somewhere. I don't mean to actually laugh at that, but I'm just looking at Murimi. Murimi doesn't put on coats most of the times. But today in that video yesterday, he was in a coat while pushing for goats, okay? And they were heading to a construction place. Mel and brothers, welcome to the house and like the video. Welcome to the house. This morning, it's a very cold morning. You've seen from outside, it's a bit of misty, not very welcoming. It seems to rain. It will be raining anytime soon. Oh, Thinkego wants to see the house. We'll not do the house tour today. We have a very small space here. I'm in the sitting room, and at the same sitting room, we have a bed for kids here, okay? But I'll be showing that Tenkiko later. We are just limited with resources: one bedroom, a sitting room, a kitchen, and a toilet cum bathroom, okay? We are in a rental house currently. I don't have my own house yet. The house I am constructing is for commercial purposes, but funds are limited indeed. That's why we are struggling here on YouTube and anything else to see what to do, okay? So you'll be seeing the house maybe another time because I'm focusing on that is the interaction. But the sitting room is here. You can see we have piled things all over. From the chair, we have piled books, and there, and then the bed for the kids and the shoe rack there. So our space is quite limited, okay? Then we have the kitchen the other side, and then the bedroom, and then the bathroom come the toilet. All right, so let's proceed with the reaction towards Marwa. And okay, I am trying so much to work hard, thank you, so that I change this situation. Because it's not very, very rosy, okay? Not very rosy. I really am positive. I believe that in years to come, I'll have a story to tell. Of course. And that's why I do some vlogs about myself, so that it will be reminding me about the worst past and the good future, okay? All right. So let's watch this one. Let's see this video here. With your support also, guys, if you continue watching my videos and enhance me to reach the YouTube, I think once I begin earning from YouTube and you continue watching me, I'll automatically be better than what I am currently. Okay? Yeah.
Let's then translate for you guys. Okay. I've just seen the goats. Okay. You guys will do the video. You do the video. All right. But guys, goats here. Have been sent for water. Exactly. Huyu ni mama yake kabisa Karungu. Sincerely speaking. Yeah. Mother to our neighbor. Yeah, exactly. Immediate neighbor. Yeah. Hi. Mama tumekuletea mbuzi. Tuliambiwa tukuletee mbuzi. Ndio hizi. Sasa utakuwa nafuga. So I just told her, guys, we are given these goats to bring her, and we are delivering the goats. Where's Brian? I've been always seeing him on videos. Oh, Brian is right there. Brian, tumekuletea mbuzi. Vipi hai? Hi. Let's go. So tuingie? Hi. Alright, guys. Serious work on
Okay, so guys, of course, if you know the story of that granny mama, the granny has been indicated as having had 4 kids. They died only to save for one daughter. But yesterday, it turns out that the story was different. And Murimi and was talking about the son to this this granny. Okay.
Mama tumekuletea mbuzi. Tuliambiwa
Tenkiko, back on, what are you saying? Look like he just cell phone not working. The man. Tenkiko of back on, I'm not so sure about what you are saying. You are saying the man, then you said look like he just cell phone not working. What do you mean? Not clear. Maybe you can ask your question better so that I understand what you are asking. Tenkiko Bacon from Philippines. Okay. So I was looking at that video and I was surprised. I am yet to get the clarification because so far we've been following the videos on Granny, and all the time they've been talking about one daughter that is existing, and they have also been talking about one daughter that died and left her son. But today, see this.
Let's then translate for you guys. Okay. I've just seen the goats. Okay. You guys will do the video. You do the video. All right. But guys, the goats here. They have been sent for water. Exactly. Huyu ni mama yake kabisa Karoli. Sincerely speaking. Yeah, mother to our neighbor. Yeah, exactly. Immediate neighbor. Yeah. Hi, mama tumekuletea mbuzi. Tuliambiwa tukuletee mbuzi.
Now guys, okay, Tenkiko of Bacon, yeah, they are making a house. They are constructing a house for that old lady. The grandson was found stealing somewhere. And when Marwa made a video actually backlashing the boy, people came handy. They contributed money through YouTube and they have started a house. Of course, they are almost finishing. They have done a house in almost 10 days and it is so far progressing a lot because the people from USA, followers of Marwa, decided to actually come handy and contribute towards the grandmother's revolution. You can see the background of the home. The home was actually in a bad state. Okay, it was in a bad state, and the story behind the grandmother is that she had 4 children and all of them do not exist anymore. Only one survived. But now, yesterday it came out that Murimi was saying that the granny has a son known as Kilungi. So that is the aspect I'm now asking. What do we have to believe? Because at first we are believing that the grandmother does not have any child. But now it came out yesterday, Murimi is indicating that their immediate neighbor in Nyabohanse is actually the son of the grandmother. And the grandmother was smiling a bit because they know they have been lying on camera. Daniel was also smiling. Marwa had to run away from the scene. So I'm like, why did they have to lie? Because whether they had the son or not, whether they said or not, it could not have changed the story. But sometimes people are funny. Okay. Can you look at behind for 20 seconds? At behind meaning what? Can you look at behind for 20 seconds? I'm not so sure about what Tenkigo is saying. What do I look back at? I'm not so sure about what Tenkigo is asking. The message is not very clear. He's just saying, can you look at behind? So I'm not so sure about what behind the video, behind what. Okay. You can clarify again, then we'll see what to do. And as I told you guys, you can join also or register in the members packages. Under members packages, we'll be doing adult stuff. We'll also be doing favorite moments. So kindly register in the members packages. You can actually see them. I know when you were logging into the channel, it was showing you join. So please join in membership packages to enhance my growth also in the channel. And there we can discuss more than just reaction, because here we particularly focus on reaction and lessons. So it's very difficult to show some other stuff here which are not suitable for this part. But when it comes to packages, we can do different stuff, because we'll be doing adult stuff, we'll be doing favorite moments, and I told you there we'll have hot stuff, okay? So once you join my membership packages, try and see which one you can want to join, and then you can request for whatever we have to do there, and I think that will be suitable than mixing up this part with the different aspects, okay? I really appreciate. Sarah is saying good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Welcome to the channel, and I really appreciate your presence, okay? Thank you. Gone Bacon is saying, how old your son, madam? It's studying or at college, madam? My son, thank you, Bacon, is at grade 9. Almost going to grade 10, so he's sitting for the exam. Even currently, they have already returned to school. They have already returned to school for remedials before their final exam that will allow them to join senior secondary from January. Yeah, grade 9. Then my other daughter is at PP2, but I also stay with the maybe let me say partly orphans, because like this one here, the one you can see ahead of me, she is also a PP2, but she is kind of partly orphan. And also I have another one who is an orphan also, so I'm helping other children too, but mine are just 2, okay? But I'm helping others. In fact, I helped another orphan. She's now in college. But we are just struggling because resources are very limited, okay? Very limited. But we are trying the best, because sometimes you just have to help where you can. But, okay. Yeah, so my son is not currently here. She's at school. Teresa, come. And here is my daughter. Here is my daughter, this one who is in PP2. She's here. Okay, so that's why I said that the favorite moments we will be sharing later. But for now, let's focus on the reaction. Thank you so much. Gunster, welcome to the house. Like the video. We have Shadrach Ruto. Welcome to the video. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go Bacon is asking what is wearing like jacket, madam. Yeah, they are wearing jackets because, as I told you, it's cold, and you can see even it's creating some flu for them. Okay. So let's push ahead and continue with our discussion. Gangster is writing in a language I don't understand. I don't know that language. Okay. Maybe for those of you who can understand that language, you can look through and see what Gangster is saying right there. Okay, so let's continue with our discussion.
Hi guys, we are given these goats to bring her, and we are delivering the goats. Where's Brian? I've been always seeing him on videos. Oh, Brian is right there. Brian, tumekuletea mbuzi. Vipi hali?
So it came out that in the special day within that video that possibly the mother had been also lying somehow in her videos. I don't know why. I do not understand why, because generally, of course, when you look at her home, it was in a dismal situation. This home here, remove these jugs here, or else if you want more tea, just see how you can add. Bring the thermos flask. Bring the thermos flask, tea. The thermos. Go with that jug. All right. Of course, you can see that home was in a dismal situation, very poor situation, and it has been transformed by the subscribers of Marwa, especially those who came handy to contribute towards the construction of that house. But I do not understand why it seems that the mother, that old lady, should have lied at some point. I don't know whether she was drilled into lying and also Marwa knew, but they continued lying to the subscribers. I'm not so sure. Because finally, when Murimi says that the old lady has a son, I am totally flabbergasted, amazed, surprised, you know. I don't have words for whatever it is. Whether they were playing a game, I'm not so sure about it. Okay? So let's continue with our discussion. And of course, what comes out in Marwa's video, because David Jr. was here, and of course, he made some content. Thank you, go back on, I'm in Kenya. I am in Kenya currently. And I think I had said it earlier. Maybe you just didn't hear, but I said I'm in Kenya. So, Lucy is like, expect anything from Nyabohanse. And I'm like, okay, these people, they really do scripts, but then they don't coordinate. Because why should David Jr. then? How comes David Jr. did not know? Weka chini ndio usichomeke. Leta ya nani Annabelle. Ya Annabelle. How comes then David Jr. did not know what the brother had scripted? It seems these people don't watch each other fully. And that is why maybe David Jr. had to come up with such a breaking news. Or did he intend to? Because I know very well they don't have a good relationship with Marwa. You know, since the time of the laptop, I totally know that there is no good relationship between David Jr. and Marwa. Yeah, even if they lie to us on the camera, the reality is that, in fact, Gintu had to dig that last video in which David Jr. had sworn never to forgive the brother for having taken him to the police, when in reality, he did not break the laptop according to him. The laptop was already broken and Marwa had to take him to the police and have him beaten. Okay? Those are the dramas from Nyabohanse, guys. And so today, it seems that our reactions now will be a bit different, but still, it's all about that, okay? So Murimi comes and ties the goats there, and we see them proceeding to, you know, share information, okay? And I normally used to think that this granny is very far from the place, but from what Marwa said yesterday, on his video. Let's just check on his video. Marwa said that from his place to here, it's not very far. I think it's not this video I'm checking, but he said that you can take almost, he said about 5 minutes on a motorbike. And he said how many minutes while walking. So it means it's not very far, in fact. Okay, let's check on Marwa. Marwa does fail to understand even how to open the door of his own car. No wonder I heard Carol saying something about the cars being at the parking like flowers, and I'm like, oh. Before I start buying a lot of vehicles, I would actually make sure that I know how to drive and such things. But Marwa starts to buy vehicles and feel the modern parking when he does not know how to drive. And he's also afraid that people will have to destroy his cars, but at the same time, he is forced to let them be driven by other people. So he came out complaining here.
Somewhere, I'll tell you. Yeah, shining today.
My boss today is a winner longer.
Yes.
Yes, boss.
How are you?
I'm good, boss.
Yes.
Yeah, boss, I have your surprise.
Okay.
From you, I see you are busy.
Yes. I'm going to kiss it right now.
Oh, you are going to kiss it.
To bring iron sheets.
Yeah, I think also this one will help you, boss.
Okay.
I think you can count them.
I don't know, just my finger, look, my finger hit myself.
Oh, you hit today?
Yes. Yes. How much is it?
Oh, sorry. I think receipt is, think 60, I think 20 something.
20 something.
28, I think.
Just confirm. Guys, I will count it later.
Yeah. So one of your my supporters,
Okay.
he has been supported me when I built my house.
28,840.
Yeah, that is Mrs. Biggs
Yes.
and Mr. Biggs.
All right.
Yeah, they used to support me so much when I built my home.
Okay.
Since when I started building my store.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much. I've received the money. I've received the money.
Okay,
It's
so
my
in that
guys.
video, of course, you've seen Marwa, who is behind that construction of that house for Granny. He is receiving money he does not want to count. Why? Because he thinks he trusts Mayugno. And because he trusts Mayugno, he does not want to actually count the money. So he just proceeds. He just proceeds to put the money in the pocket and is heading to collect the iron sheets. Of course, if you looked at the... Hey, what are you saying? Thank you. Go back on. The information that is coming in. What is dog food? Hey. Thankigo is coming up with very funny messages. Nietzsche, you like dog. You eating dog food. Who is eating dog food? Who is eating dog food? Okay. It's let me proceed so that I don't divert my attention. So of course we saw Marwa taking the money and putting in the pocket and then just disappears to Kisii. Of course we understand if you watched yesterday's video, Marwa had gotten a cheaper price for the iron sheets for that house they are doing in Nyabohanse. Okay? And all of us now know that he's going to collect the mabati, okay, for the roofing. Now, Mayugno is a content creator. No wonder a lot of YouTubers had to volunteer here because they are making money through views. As they go on doing the videos, as they come out and say their supporters have contributed some money, then they hand over the money and they smile on camera and continue taking videos because they know this niche is actually has been accepted and embraced by the followers. A lot of people are watching. You can see the minimum views from these YouTubers is 4.4k views within a day, okay? So, Mayugno goes on to confirm and all that Marwa is now in a suit. He had to dress in a suit as he goes to collect the mabati. I don't know whatever it will give because after all, if I'm constructing a house and I'm going to collect material, do I really need a suit? I don't think so. Okay, whatever communication he wanted to pass, maybe to show seriousness, I do not know. So they had to go all the way to Kisii, and so we see the masons there. The mason had doubted the iron sheets. He had said that maybe they look fake. But he has never heard of that price. And I'm like, okay, of course you'll get there. So today, they got there with Rosho and the masons and all that.
Very nice.
Okay.
First, customer first.
Oh, I get it. Lucy has reminded me the fact of a brand. I had even forgotten that. Yeah, yesterday when they were talking of a manager, and I think this was an advice from the manager saying that Marwa now, because you are a brand and you are going to the Mabati industry, go with a suit so that if you are there and you talk about your YouTube and how influential you are, they may embrace the aspect of you being influencer and they may get into a contract with you. Of course, I can now understand. I have understood why Marwa had to put on the suit, okay? And while in while in Kisii, he had to go to some supermarket, okay,
From the UK.
and acquire some products.
So
The washing machine.
200 and
The washing machine right there.
202,000 Kenyan shillings, but today we're getting it for a lesser price. The normal price.
Okay, so he had to do that. impromptu purchase, though he says that he had been planning for it. So because he saw an offer, he decided to acquire the washing machine finally. Okay. So it's a word of do for them and do for yourself. Okay. So Marwa went ahead to buy that washing machine when he had gone for the iron sheets. And now I began to ask myself, the other day Marwa told us that all his money has been used. He is only remaining with 6,000 Kenyan shilling balance on his account. I don't know. Has YouTube paid? Because now that I'm not already monetized, I'm not aware whether it is paid or not. Okay. So he goes ahead and buys this machine. But he had been crying and saying all the granny's money, Brian's money, and even Daniel's money, Maisha's money has been diverted to construction. So that was so shocking. I was so shocked because I did not expect that if he was broke, as he was saying, and all the money has been diverted to construction, as he had said. He had even said he is unable to know how he will refund the sister Dimwango money that some people contributed towards her birthday. Yet here he goes and buys a washing machine. Anyway, let's proceed, okay?
So I did film everything. The madam here is really explaining to us this sophisticated machine. And for example, yes,
I'm Brenda.
Brenda.
Yeah.
Probably one person will see and say, I saw you. So let's go to work. But again, I want to thank you guys for...
Vidi Miyagi, welcome to the house.
Serious, when I say
Like the
serious,
video, please,
I
and
mean
welcome to the
serious.
house, okay?
So let's go.
You can also subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the video.
Mzee habari?
Okay, so Marwa had to eliminate that part of details about whatever he found in the place he went to. But of course, there is something to do with the mabati, which he confirmed. Okay, with the Masons, they had to confirm what they had been told. Okay, Vidi Miyagi, thank you so much for showing that love. I really appreciate.
In tomorrow's video, because also we do not just buy iron sheets, but we also won our tank. Yes, because of 2,000 liters, because they said we are very good customers. And I feel like Tom also has been the forefront. Without him, we will not be here. And now we're gonna pay transport for 10,000. They're not offering transportation, but 10,000. We've saved close to
70,000.
sit down and calculate and show you.
70,000.
But minimum $1,000. Minimum. Alright, let's go now, guys.
All right, so Marwa, of course, got the iron sheets cheaper, and they had been proven right. So I don't know. When I look at the Mason who was suspecting that it's a lie, and indeed, though my construction has stalled, but the reality is that if you acquire products, in fact, if you buy from the companies in Nairobi, Mlolongo, they transport for you for free to your site if you are buying that number of iron sheets. Like the number of iron sheets Marwa wants here, they could have been transported even from Mlolongo for free, and they could be cheaper even, I know, than even the Kisii part. But it is what it is, okay? And indeed, it really tells us that Marwa has not been into understanding details about some things on the ground, because the reality is things are cheap if you buy on the main producer. When you buy from the main production company, it's cheap, and sometimes they offer you that transport. So they finally got a free tank, 2,000 liters. So will it be for grandmother or Marwa? That is a story for another day. Marwa said that he will be putting in today's video, and we'll be there to watch, of course. And so he had to buy also the washing machine, and later on he came to the site. Now when he came to the site, that is when David Jr. possibly came around with the goats, okay? And the plastering is also going on. The plastering is going on, and everything running so fast. Which is a good dose. But then there was a bomb. Bam! A bomb had to fall again. You know, Brian is a wanted man, and that was the title for Marwa's video. And I was just surprised. Who is that is looking for Brian? When I watched the video, I realized that Brian had stolen a lot of stuff from somebody called, this man called, let's just check on him. This man here. He came to explain that Brian was a wanted man because he had stolen some stuff. And the man had been put in the police cell. He had been forced to sell his goods. He had been forced to pay the police, you know. You understand the Kenyan police, okay? And he had to use his property. And now what was surprising me, the man did not come with an OB, but he said that he is not interested to arrest Brian. He is only interested to have his money back. And so many subscribers from Marwa were saying, make sure you check the OB. It might be another, you know, another way of stealing from you. Make sure that he shows you the OB. And I was like, Marwa was willing to give you, saying, I believe the story already, okay?
So how did you meet Brian?
Yeah, Brian, at the first time.
Yes, how did you meet Brian?
I met Brian there. He came.
Yes.
He came.
So where are you from?
I'm from Masaba.
Masaba. Yes. So Masaba is how many kilometers from here?
I think it's
like
11.
Like 11 kilometers.
Yeah.
So tell us your story, yes.
Brian, he came to my center there.
Okay, to your center.
Yeah.
Roaming around.
Yeah, roaming around.
Okay.
Yeah, he came until to my office there.
Did you know your profitability as a surveyor is directly tied to the instruments you
the
choose?
commercial breaks interfere with our videos sometimes.
At the barber shop, he told me that he don't have he don't have a father. He's just like the way he is. Yeah. Yeah. So I decide myself. I ask him, which kind of business will you do so that me, I live with you here.
In your home now?
Yeah, in my home.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Now, my question to this guy was that, why did he expect an underage to do business with him in the first place? That is what I actually started to raise eyebrows on. So I started to raise eyebrows. Gawaneni moja, alafu weke mengine huko kwa kitchen. Okay? So why did he expect to run business with this young boy who is 14 years? We don't run businesses with young people like 14 years old. You know, my boy is 12 years. So now how would, for example, this man ran business with Brian, who is 14 years. Then now he comes here to say that when he was staying with this boy, and he didn't even know where he comes from. How do you trust somebody who does not have an ID? They come to you, they want to stay with you. Then you want to run business with them. Does it make sense? This one does not make sense to me. Anyhow, let's proceed.
Okay. So you don't have kids, nothing?
I have kids of my brother.
Okay.
My brother who died.
Okay.
So those kids
stay with you?
They stay with me.
Okay.
They are just 2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah. So Brian, nikamwambia you just come and
English, Swahili, this one will translate.
Okay.
Wewe ongea.
You translate.
Yes.
Nikamwambia Brian,
I told Brian,
vipi tunaweza ishi na wewe na tufanye biashara.
can I live with you and do with you any business?
Na Brian nikaongea naye, Brian akanieleza, akaniambia anaweza uza mayai.
I spoke to Brian, then Brian told me that he...
Okay. To cut the long story short, the guy here allowed the 14-year-old boy, I won't want to show his face, this boy here, to go stay with him. And he did not even know where the boy had come from. He did not know his parents. He did not know anything about him. In the first place, ayo maji anaingia kwa extension. Ayo maji. Inuka. Pita hivi upanguze huko. In the first place, I cannot allow an underage to come to me and say they want to assist me in business if I don't know their parents, I don't know where they come from. And currently in Kenya, education at primary level or basic level is compulsory. So how do you again allow a young boy to come to you and then start business? That is more like we may consider it's child labor. It is more of child labor. Why not Joseph Wambura? Hi, welcome to the house. Like the video. We've missed you on this platform. So thank you so much for showing up today. And I really appreciate. Yeah. So how do you allow an underage to come to you and then you ask them about a business idea and they say they'll start selling eggs? It's like you are working against the social pillar of education in Kenya, because the social pillar of education requires that every child goes through education up to at least class 8 or let's say grade 9 currently, and then they go to high school. Because even high school, Kenya is also supplementing partly education, and therefore in a day school, someone will survive, okay? But this man decided to let the boy stay with him and begin selling eggs. And later on, according to what he says, Brian had to steal phones from him, and those phones are worth about 30,000. Yeah. He also had to sell his own goat so that he can transact and pay one or two things here. So let's listen partly to the story, but we won't listen to everything. But I'm just trying to point out the gaps.
Probably was trying to study him.
Sasa baada tumeishi siku 3, siku ya 4 nikachukua pesa kidogo yenye nilikuwa nayo nikamchukulia mayai kreti moja.
After 3 days, the 4th days, I took my money and went eggs, 1 crate of eggs for Brian to start a business.
Na nikaenda.
So guys, I want you to understand. He bought eggs that you can boil. Here in Africa is very common. And you find young men working with eggs like this. You buy 1 egg, they crack, they give you some salt, something like that. So he started a business for Brian. But it was his business, but Brian was helping him.
Sasa vile Brian nilienda nikachukua. Hiyo ni baada ya kumwamini kabisa, nimempa key.
Yes, after I gave that Brian key.
Let me explain there. I think you're missing. As this young man says, after 1 month of working with Brian, he really trusted Brian. He gave him a key holder combining all the keys, even to the drawers of his money, even one for his barber shop and other keys for even his personal home.
Sasa Brian baada ya kuona eti nimemwamini,
after Brian saw that I really believe in him and
trust in him. Yes.
Sasa siku yenye aliondoka kutoka nyumbani,
now the day he left home,
sikujua,
I didn't know.
Put on the lights, it's a bit dark.
I didn't know anything.
Ni watu, kuna wale watu wa home au ma sisters.
There are those that were at home, including my sister.
Na huyo mwenye alikuwa ametunza simu,
and the person who kept
alitunza, alikuwa ameleta kwa moto.
And the person who brought his phone in the home, in our home.
In his home or barber shop?
Hiyo ni home sasa, nyumbani.
Oh, in your home. Yeah. So guys, you know here we don't have electricity in Africa. Even here, for example, there's no electricity here. So if you have electricity, neighbors bring phones to charge in your home. So a neighbor had taken a phone to his home to charge.
Yeah. Sasa hapo ndio Brian alitumwa masaba huko kwangu. Sasa alitumwa kutoka home akuja afuate unga waende wapike.
So Brian was sent from home to come to where he is at the barber shop to come to take things like flour, vegetables,
to come and to cook.
Okay, so he has taken a lot of time, but they are simply doing content. The reality is that what happened, Brian stole phones, and he has indeed accepted, or rather, he has said he did steal phones, 2 phones from there. Okay. So while a lot of people, I don't know, I was checking on Lucy. Marwa is saying there is no electricity in Africa, yet in my own home, Kakamega, there is electricity even at our home. At my sister's place in Mumias, there is electricity. Even where I'm staying, there is electricity. In Mwatate, where I've done my project in Taita Taveta, there is electricity. I've never stayed anywhere where there is no electricity. Like in Africa, really? In the entire Africa, there is no electricity, according to Marwa. Really? Africa has electricity, even though we have some blackouts 1 day or 2 days, but it doesn't really make sense. Electricity. In Nyabohanse, maybe. In Nyabohanse, there's no electricity, and not even the entire Nyabohanse, because they show us where David Jr. is doing his house, there is electricity. But Marwa has a very funny way of generalizing stuff. Yeah, Vihiga, there is electricity. Rural electrification is one of the things that was considered by, was it Uhuru Kenyatta? And therefore, many homes have electricity, by the way. Only that some homes don't have, but not all places in Africa. Yeah? It's raining, guys. Nini? Hata si nyingi ya kuonyesha. It's raining now out there. It's raining. Okay. So, the guy had come to actually demand that Marwa now returns the money, because generally Marwa has considered Brian as an adopted child because he is getting a gig from him, okay? Now, Marwa went ahead to explain a lot of stuff, but I think he actually realized this is one of the content creation moment, because from the time he started making videos about Brian as a thief, he has been actually harvesting a lot of views. So he decided that this is a moment to take 1 hour, 12 minutes and more to create content. And he did it, okay? So at the end of it, I looked at the comments from Marwa's section, and people sometimes are very malicious. I was looking at those chats and people don't care. They were saying, let him go to the police. Some were like Brian has been bewitched. I saw some of the comments. Others were like, Brian became a thief because he wanted to survive. No mother, no father, nobody to care for him. One thing I appreciate, he says the truth. Another one, it is wrong that this man took advantage of Brian. He's still a minor. That is what I was saying, actually. Making him to work was not the best thing. And even not knowing where he comes from. Yeah, the guy is known as Nelson, okay? And someone is like, one of the best YouTube series I have ever watched. You see? Now, Marwa realized that this story is going to hit. So he had to take the long moment interpreting when he would have just summarized and told us everything. So he took a moment to do all that he had to do. So Marwa actually is messing up by saying, Kenya, we don't have electricity. It's like when you look at Nyabohanse, there's no water, and then you say the entire of Kenya, we don't have water. Like, really? Like the entire of Africa, we don't have water? Because Nyabohanse doesn't have water? That's a wrong ideology that Marwa has actually given to the world. And remember, he says that US watch him so much. So does he want to say that in Kenya, if you come even to the universities in Kenya, in different places of Nairobi, there's no water, there's no electricity? That one was a wrong message from him. So I looked at those messages. Some people are not willing to actually allow that that man to get the 35K, okay? Because they feel like he did something wrong, and where has he just popped in after watching the video? Now Marwa finally said, what do you want me to do? And the man was like, I don't want to arrest Brian, but I want my money.
Until the other day, he saw Brian on my YouTube channel.
Kwa channel nikaona mpaka ile siku sasa yenye ulimkamata pia wewe amekujibia.
So he saw until the day that I arrested Brian for stealing items at my place.
Sasa kutoka hapo ndo nimefuatilia.
So from that day he's been following up.
Mpaka leo sasa ndo nimeamua
until today now he's here. He's now with Brian.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, guys, me releasing the video on YouTube? He was able to trace down Brian until he's now here.
Yeah, so guys, Marwa is justifying that when he posted that video on Brian being a thief, even though some people like Nairobi teacher came out and said it's wrong to parade the young person, we also felt that it was not right to actually label him and expose him publicly. But now Marwa is justifying that what he did was right because through him, that is how Nelson has been able to trace him. I don't know whether that's justified up to now. We still feel that was not right to keep calling him thief in public, because if they think he would reform, then that has to be arrest. Okay?
Brian is man under arrest as we speak. Now, Brian, which part of the story, you speak very good English, I want you to speak to the audience. Which part of the story is not true? Sehemu gani ya hiyo story haiko sahihi? No. So the whole story is true. Where are the phones, Brian?
One I stole it.
One you stole, huh?
Another one I sell it.
You sell it. Yeah. So where is one phone? The one you stole?
You say he stole.
He stole. Ebu ongea kwa Kiswahili. Speak in English. Kiswahili. Uliibiwa. Hey, so you stole and somebody stole from you. Where did you lose it? Ulipotezea wapi?
Uko chini.
Chini wapi mbra? Sema jini.
Down there.
Oh, right. Here in their home. Somebody stole you here in the neighborhood. Okay. And the other one you
so finally they had to interrogate Brian, and Brian accepted that indeed he had stolen the phones. One of them he sold it, the other one it was stolen again from him. So the doubting Thomases on comment section by Marwa actually was surprised, because they were like, okay, indeed he has accepted he stole it. Okay. So the owners of the phones, according to Nelson, had to force him into paying back the phones, or else, and the police were involved, and that's why they have been hunting for him. Now, what I didn't understand is, when he was found, why is it that Nelson was not willing to have him again taken away? He was saying once he gets his money, he will forget about it. Maybe he understands the police, Kenyan police, because sometimes you go back to the Kenyan police and you tell them, I've arrested this boy, it would be a very long story. So because he has been watching Marwa's videos and he knows money has been coming in, Marwa even has money for the phone. He decided that I just want money. I don't want a long story, okay? And many people are really making a lot of noise about it when they heard him say that all he wants is the money.
Nelson here looked for him. He couldn't find him, and those are not his phones. He got arrested. He had to sell his goat to pay for Brian's stolen, the phones Brian had stolen, 2 of them. And Brian is agreeing that he stole the phones. True or false? True. So that is a true story, guys, meaning, and this guy now, he went to jail, he sold his goats, he paid back, he's still paying back, 5,000 left, and now he's come here to ask for Brian, because he saw Brian on my YouTube channel. Yes, and all he wants is his money back. Total, how much money is it?
Okay, total?
Yes, 30,000 for the phones, yes. Kenyan shillings,
Okay, nikisema kuna yenye nilitoa huko 2K ya hiyo
2K for the police.
Alafu kuna hiyo
32,000 transport here and there. Let's say 2,000 again.
Guys, so Mara was actually worried that the man would exaggerate. You know, when you have mastered a game of lying, you always think everybody is a liar. So Marwa knew that possibly Nelson, if given time, he will exaggerate just like Marwa himself exaggerates. So he had to rush through the story and tell him, okay, let's say this, let's say this, let's say this. So the total came to 35,000 Kenyan shillings, guys. And people are still complaining. They don't see that they have sent so much to Marwa. But when they hear about the story of this guy, they are like, no, that one cannot happen, okay? So
4,000. And coming here, if we close our eyes,
simply install.
But it's a true story.
Yes, it's a true story because
Yes.
by the time in the mwezi wa sita,
Speak. Yes.
mwezi wa sita ni unakuwaga.
May, June.
Yes, May.
June.
Yes.
June.
In June, I saw Brian with a phone.
Oh. Tell him if they don't bring the phone, we're gonna bring the police.
Yes.
Nenda na yeye muone hiyo simu. Before I close.
Yeah, so before actually making a decision of paying money,
Uambia
Brian had to actually testify where he sold the phone, and Marwa had to tell him to go for the phone, and if they don't return the phone, he is supposed to tell them they'll call the police. And I was like, I wish Marwa would have gone with them, because if he sends Daniel with Nelson and Brian to that home, what if they'll be beaten the way Matiko was beaten in the video David Jr. did? Because after all, Brian was given money before he released the phone. So will these people actually give the phone just like that? Anyway, it is what it is, okay?
msipoleta hiyo simu ataleta polisi hapa. Tell them if they don't bring.
Okay, so the video just ended at that. We don't know whether the man will be given the rest of the money or whether Marwa will just insist on having the phone only coming back. But it is what it is, guys. Before we close the chapter, Dimango Express. Hey, Lamborghini. The Lamborghini in the house is actually wailing and saying she's broke, she's broke, she's broke. But don't think any situation is permanent. And I'm like, okay, you normally think that other people's situations are permanent. You've all along been saying on your videos, people have aged and they are bitter about life. And you in your 20s, you have succeeded. I remember when I started seriously watching Dimango, she was always reminding people that they should work hard and three hard like herself, so that they have a lot of money and they don't complain, so that they have the best life they live, so that they can go to six-star hotels, you know, so that they can always book planes and fly, so that they can live a lucrative life and be happy every day. Now the narrative has changed so far, because now she's always crying and saying, I'm broke, I don't have money, I am broke. But she says she's broke, you see her the next day at Nyabohanse doing a very big purchases. She says she's broke, but she goes buy something for her car and repairs the car. She says she's broke, but she goes does her hair and says, yeah, you can see rich auntie. She says she's broke, and you see she's doing something that a broke person cannot do. And I've always asked, is it different for a broke person who is poor and a broke person who is rich? Maybe broke people who are rich, you still have several, you know, a lot of money still on the account, but you say you are broke because you are not really meeting the millions. Or what does it mean by being broke when you are Dimwango? What does it mean? She should come out and tell us, what does it mean to be broke as Dimwango? Because for me, when I say I'm broke, I'm indeed broke. I don't have even a coin. But when Dimwango says she's broke, the next day you'll see her buying something that is very expensive. She'll say she's broke. You'll see her making a lot of purchases for her home. You know, in our situation, when you say you are broke, sometimes you'll not even make it to buy even sugar for the house. You will not even make it to pay even 1 cent for your child in school. You will not even make it to even, you know, like hire a bicycle to work. You will walk on foot. But for Dimwango, you are broke. You can fuel your car and just go about and say, I'm cruising the road smoothly. You are broke, but you are still buying a road, a private road for yourself. You are still broke, but you are able to manage buying, I don't know which medicine for your mat. You are still broke, but you are going to the company to bargain the prices of metals. Hey, Chineke. Okay. So let's listen to her, because she's really complaining about people, the haters, and some people on her section. She has of late turned against some of her subscribers that tell the truth. Truth is so bitter indeed. Anybody who is telling her the truth on the comment section about mat, about Boy the worker, and about her movements, then turns out to be 3. Some of you pretend to be 3 knowledgeable, 3 knowing. You pretend to be 3, you know. And so let's listen to her a bit as we proceed before we come to the Nigeria drama.
Matt is not treated right. Give him away. You don't deserve a dog. Okay. Sometimes, it's interesting, and I appreciate the fact that you watch the videos and you just comment. It's something good anyways, I appreciate that. But the truth is, I just laugh, The truth is, Matt is living a better life.
Than some
So much, which is so expensive actually,
Than some of you.
I'm not
just wanted
complaining,
to say
but
that.
I know I'm taking good care of him. Those who feel like I'm not taking good care of Matt, I can't help you, Oh, millions of people are watching you from all over the world. You're not treating Matt right. Tell me what you want me to do. Go rent a house for Matt and keep him, or do what? It's so fun. It's so interesting, It's really, 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 really fun, The thing is, Matt is well taken care of. It's only that I think the wind is kind of aggressive a little bit. The only thing is the fact that he no longer lives in the villa because it was costing a lot of losses. And I can't take that anyways. I cannot. And guys, I live my life. I don't want to live life to please people. Me, I'm not a people pleaser. That's one thing with me. So if you expect me to live a life that I have to please you all the time, I'm sorry, but for those who know me for a long time, I'm not a people pleaser. I live my life. It's not perfect, yeah, but I live life, the way I want.
Yeah, so Dimwango head to lecture.
Siku saba. Niweke tu kwa maji ama nizipe na syringe.
So Dimwango had really to lecture the people who are talking about the dog. Whether you are the reactors or subscribers. Shut up. Can you shut up? Will you keep quiet? Will you keep quiet? Yeah? It's about her life. She doesn't please anybody. She has never wanted to please anybody, and she can't help you, okay? So go to hell if you can. Go to hell. Don't tell her about how she will treat her dog. In fact, she just wanted to say her dog, Mat, lives a better life than most of you. But she left that part out of her because I've been watching her and I know what she's capable of saying, Like she feels nobody should question her. But when you are really writing a book and selling out there, people should be reading that book and commenting. When I begin, for example, profiling my life out there, I should expect anything. Some people will abuse me, some people will correct me, some people will help me. So we have all those people. And I don't know, her title was Too Broke to Keep Mad, finally giving him away. But that was to mock the audience because some audience are telling her to give away Matt because she is not actually treating Matt the way it's expected. For me, I'm not a pet person. I don't have pets. For me, I don't have pets because I don't know how to handle pets. I can only handle a dog which is providing security. But for a dog that is a pet, I'm not able to do that because I grew up not actually working for pets. In fact, if anybody hires me and wants me to take care of a pet, I can't. I can't manage that because I've never grown in an environment where we have pets or taking care of pets. And I find it so funny sometimes when I see people crying, like there is a day our principal was crying because her dog was dead, and I was like, what are you crying for? For me, I honor human beings. I can really assist human beings as much as I can, but helping a pet or treating a pet the way it deserves, I don't know. That's why I don't do pets. I can do dogs for security, cats for guarding the house against rats. But doing a dog or a cat for a pet, I don't know how to do it, totally. I saw someone who pretended to know how to take care of a pet, but within a month, it was impossible because if you have been born in an environment where you don't have pets, you cannot manage however much you pretend, however much you will say my children pushed me, I don't know, the environment or all, you cannot. It is what it is. The facts are, if you are not a pet person, you've grown in an environment without pets, even if you force yourself, you cannot. And that's what Dimwango is actually doing. As far as she's pretending and saying that people will not force her to live that life, it's because she is naturally not a pet person. And as people have been saying, maybe I'll agree with them. She only bought that mat for purposes of views. And with time, she has realized she cannot keep up with it. And that's why she's giving an excuse saying that she's not a pet person. But when she had mat in Mombasa, we could see her actually feigning to really make sure that she really takes good care of Matt. Okay? So sometimes truth is bitter. Truth is very bitter sometimes. Now, when she arrived at her side and she still had to talk about Matt. Like, don't you see that is enough?
After wearing a heavy jacket.
Okay.
Maybe I'll pass here for now. But this is not where I pass. It's only that, it's taking a little bit longer. The good thing of being small body.
Small body indeed.
Mambo vip. Yes. And I don't like the fact that they don't tell me earlier, that my chicken are not doing good. So right now I just sent for medicine to come. Too much. I want to check what's happening. So he was just eating right now. This is water for Matt. That is soup for Matt, I can even see some bones here. That means he was feeding for sure. Some people are like, oh, Matt doesn't have a bed. Matt doesn't have a bed. Matt doesn't have a bed. And what is that? Is this not Matt's bed? Is that not Matt's bed? Oh, Matt doesn't have a bed. You can see it has a lot of fur because Matt sleeps on it, Matt sleeps on the ground. Wow. I'm building the biggest villa ever for Matt. This house belongs to my dog. So for those who are like, oh,
so that house is no longer.
Guys. I'm building a multi-million house here for Matt. So I hope that makes you feel better. All this belongs to my dog so that my dog can enjoy life. Bona samaji? Iko wapi? Sasa imeshindwa kabisa. Iko wapi niione? Ndio, guys, my cock is sick. Inatoa makamasi. Ningetoa mapema ingekuwa better.
My goodness.
Hiyo sasa ni makamasi inatoa. Matt is running to the neighbor.
Oh my goodness.
Make sure he doesn't get lost, In this house for...
Oh, so the entire villa, multi-million villa, is for Matt. It's not for Dimwango, okay? So the contributors, the subscribers who are contributing towards Dimwango, you are contributing towards building a multi-million house for the Matt. And she has told you today that if you want to be satisfied that she's doing well for the dog, she has finally told you that she is doing a multi-million house villa. Matt will be the richest dog in Kenya. Or is it in Africa? Matt is going to be the richest dog in Africa because he will be owning the entire house. Have you seen? She has shown you the entire face of the house. And these are not my words. So the haters, the haters and those who not rematch on her channel, can you stop it? Will you stop it? Because she has now finally told you that the entire villa is being prepared for Matt. And that's why Matt had to relocate early so that he can familiarize with his villa and even participate in the construction. And you have seen the bed, haven't you seen it? And very soon it will be bigger than that one, okay? Now she continued to make noise about it.
The richest dog in the world.
The richest dog in the world.
Owning a multi-million villa.
Imagine.
Pretty soon. Matt is the boss of this home.
When you are coming and then it just see you from the rooftop there.
It jumps. runs after you.
Arab, like there is someone here at this compound.
Yeah, Matt is such a cute dog.
Guys, this is how life is from East Africa,
It's
Kenya.
very playful. Look, very playful. I don't know, but the sun comes and goes. What do you think? Niende tu nimwoshe, and then the sun is out a little bit.
Jump upside.
Yeah. Okay, brother Dagi, help me. Okay, with all your mind.
Okay. That is the wealthy for you, okay?
This road still needs maintenance because the rains, when they come, they keep digging.
That is why I like doing analysis on these videos. There is a lot of fun you cannot find elsewhere, okay? A lot of fun.
I can see from a distance, the big log is still in the middle. When you deal with poor mentality, it's really difficult. It's funny because to me he's blocking blessings for his own family. It means he's saying my family will never own a car, my family, you know, because if you're blocking a road where a vehicle can pass, what do you mean, you know? He left just a little small pathway that a car can't pass. Here it's Team Futsubishi. Look guys, the biggest log. Yes, it's called human beings. He did that because Mwango is building, you know? But now I have even a better road. And my work is moving.
All right, so it is Madam Bragad. So, of course, when I have a problem with someone, I prefer to keep distance. But unfortunately for Marwa or Dimwango, when they have a problem with someone, they'll keep provoking. If I understand that someone has a premature mentality, they are not immature, they are, you know, they are jealous, I think the best way is to keep off from them. But for Dimwango, she will still keep on coming to Matiko's gate, using that road and say, I have a private road now. Using the same road and saying, okay, he's closing blessings for his children. Here are Futsubishi only. I don't understand. I've never understood, actually. I've never understood that mentality also, because sarcasm is good, but sometimes it can be too much, okay?
You know, traveling is not it's not just a walk in the park. Remember, you need to book flight tickets. They're not cheap. You know, you need to book accommodation, you need to know how you'll eat, you need to know how you'll move around. So it's not just a walk in the park, you know, and it's not like, oh, I'm going for vacation. You know, when people travel as vacation, as a vacation is different from when you're traveling as a traveler. You need to stay longer, you need to keep moving. So it's not a walk in the park. At the moment, I have no money to travel. That's the reality about life at the moment, because see where my money goes. See where my money goes. Guys, this is no joke. The house is very massive. For those who have been with me since the beginning, I know you all understand what D is saying. For those who have done construction, I know.
All right. We get you, madam. Let's now get to a different story. And this is the Nigeria story, guys. Polygamous people in the house. Whether you are the wife or the husband, how do you feel? You are dancing and somebody is pushing you away because they want space to also dance with the partner. This is one of the videos that I watched yesterday, and it was very funny. From Nigeria, 2 wives pushing each other because they want to dance with the husband, guys. Hey, the people in the house, if you are comfortable with polygamy, just imagine of that scenario and tell me how you feel about it. Now, I'm just imagining how the wives were feeling, or now how the husband was feeling, okay? Nigeria is one place whereby people decide even to have 10 wives, 6 wives, because I think of the aspect of the religion, whereby you are allowed to marry in duals. Up to how many wives? I'm not very much sure about that rule. But I want you to watch this video, guys, and feel like that wife or feel like that husband, and tell me what you think about it. Drop your comment in the comment sections, and I was just finding it very funny, very funny. If you are a dancer and somebody is pushing you away because they want space to dance again with the partner, what do? Let's watch this. Hey, Chineke. Okay, so let's watch that. Ah. You can see the competition between this and this. The husband is here. Hey, the competition. The competition. 3 wives, huh? I think there are even 3. This one and this one. This one is blocking that one. This one is not being given space to dance. This one here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Stop taking meeting notes and
commercial break.
note taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings,
Commercial
not your
break.
notes. It captures.
Fantastic.
Okay, guys, it was a lot of fun in this analysis, guys, with our Medivilla Express, the rich lady in Nyabohanse, complaining about you people who are now bothering her by complaining about mat. Now, from today, know that mat is the richest dog in Africa, okay? Will you leave her alone? Yes? Do you know 3 much about how to take care of pets? For me, I don't know. I actually don't know how to take care of pets. And I don't know. Okay. Marwa has told you there is no electricity in Africa. I don't know what you think about it. Okay. Nelson has come for the 35,000 Kenyan shillings. Marwa has sent him with Daniel, with Brian to go recollect the phone he sold somewhere. Okay. Mind about drinking water, guys. Yeah. David Jr. and Murimi has made us to know that the grandma to Brian has a son and he is living in Nyabohanse. He is an immediate neighbor to them. Okay. Today he gave 2 goats to go to the granny. I don't know how the skit is changing. Will it change now the ideas of the subscribers who are contributing money? Because they'll now learn that Granny is lying, or because Maro is already pushing for the project and is a brand, he's going to push for it and it will come handy, I don't know. Hey, what about the polygamous man dancing with the wives and they are pushing each other? Everyone wants space to dance. Eh? Competing for scarce resources, are they? Hey, this world amazes me, and that's why I really find fun in doing this analysis. And some people are like, shut up, keep quiet. But anyway, it is what it is. On a cold day like this, what do you do? If not just sit down and do this analysis and realize gaps here and there. So I really appreciate a lot of people here. I am Lucy. Lucy is also a YouTuber based in States doing content. We can encourage her actually to keep up. Beu, thank you for coming on my platform today. Thinking of Bacon from Philippines, thank you for coming by. We had Alex 3, who did not stay but was there. Thank you for coming handy in my video. Thinking of Bacon started asking some questions that I did not understand, but it's okay. You are free to ask your questions as long as you keep us active. We had also to be YouTube, who said they like the sun. Appreciation for coming to my channel. We also had I think Beo was from Saudi Arabia. Thank you. Thank you so much for having come handy today. Mel and Brothers was also here shortly, then disappeared. Sarah said good morning. I answered but never discussed anything further. We had also Gunster, who wrote in a different language I could not understand, but I really appreciate for you stepping to my channel. I hope you subscribed also. Then we had Shadrach Ruto. I really appreciate your presence today on my platform. We had who else? Vidi Miyagi. Thank you so much for having stepped on my platform. I really appreciate. And we had Why Not Joseph Wambura. So I really appreciate, especially Why Not Joseph Wambura and Lucy stayed for the longest time possible. And I thank you people for coming handy for me, because the watch hours are still a problem. We are supposed to hit the target. I don't know how soon. I was hoping that by the end of this month we'll have hit the target, so that as I start next month, it will be a monetization aspect. We are already on 20th, and I'm really hoping for the best. Otherwise, have a good day. We will meet again in another reaction later. I think in the evening, as I go to Live Saga TV. Live Saga TV, I've realized when I do a live by about 7, it does better than when I do earlier. But maybe I may do 2 reactions on that channel. Let me gather information here and there. And I don't know, because of the rainy season, I'm supposed to go to do a vlog to the dam. But the weather is really bad. I don't know whether I'll make it, because, again, my body has been a bit unwell and I cannot dare the weather when I'm not very fine, okay? So I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate, because your presence here, even for 20 minutes, means a lot to me. It means a lot. I can imagine if you had 100 people watching and all of them watch for the entire hour. Actually, we will feel those minutes that are actually deficit. My deficit of hours will be filled the quickest time possible, and we move on. We begin now focusing on views for every day. And as long as we make at least 1,000 views or more, that will be okay. We'll be moving. And I know they'll reach a time we'll be making highest numbers of views, because I'm planning to have those membership packages. I also encourage you people to help me to grow in membership packages by joining in memberships, and also suggesting the adult stuff that we should discuss on those packages. And also my favorite moments, I suggested that I'll be looking for favorite meals, favorite cultures, and do them under that. Otherwise, have a nice day. Adios for now. Let's meet later in other reactions. Bye bye for now.